My record is pretty clear. I'm married to a Mexican-American United States citizen. I'm immersed in the culture. I'm bilingual. I feel like I'm bicultural. I'm proud of the diversity of my own family. And my record, not just yesterday, but over my lifetime, is one that people can look at. I was talking about a very narrow-casted system of fraud where people are bringing pregnant women in to have babies to get birthright citizenship. I support birthright citizenship, by the way. I support it. I think that is a noble thing that we should do. But we've got to control the immigration system in this country.
Yeah, exactly. We both just went like this. Go ahead.
Well, you know, despite the fact that Jeb has not repeatedly, but quite often stepped on his own message within the context of his remarks, he, unlike the rest of the field, has managed to hang in there with this Trump tsunami. Hey, John, I'd like to ask you, which of the candidates, let's take three of them, Walker, Rubio, and Cruz. Which of the candidates do you think in that field has been hurt the most by the Trump implosion-explosion this summer?
Probably Walker. You know, if you just look at the polls in Iowa, it was after that first debate where he took a big dive. You know, Walker was holding steady, you know, a low lead like Trump, you know, high teens, low 20s in Iowa. But after that first debate, you know, he just, you know, lost something like 10 points. Cruz and Rubio ticked up. Trump ticked up in Iowa. So I do think that Walker's been hurt the most so far.
I think so. I think it's a terrible August. It's been a terrible summer for Scott Walker. And that was your conclusion off camera, Mike, before. Yeah. And I want to say about Jeb also, Jeb's exactly right. Jeb has a lifetime of caring about these issues. A lifetime. He's lived it. Yeah. And yet, he is having trouble conveying that on the campaign trail and to getting any sort of excitement behind him.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that these candidates shouldn't prepare for these events, but you know that his ad-libbing on all of that stuff that comes naturally for him was leading up to that line. I support birthright citizenship, which he and his team made sure that he planned to say, and that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. All these candidates feel like they've spent the entire day planning everything.
I will say this, though. Jeb's in a different league from everybody on the Republican side when it comes to issues. Let's talk. Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is no Jeb Bush. He's not even close to Jeb Bush on the issues. Not even close. So you can say the same thing about Scott Walker. He's not even close. You can see it. Ted Cruz, a little bit closer, but Jeb's run one of the biggest, most diverse, most difficult states to run for years. But how does it translate on the campaign trail?
Well, I don't know how it's going to translate on the campaign trail. But again, he is the only candidate who has been standing next to the roar of a jet engine who has managed to get his thoughts and words out. He is a wonk. He's very wonky when it comes to policy, but he's still in it.
We've got to add one other person, Carly.
I agree.
That's true.
I think Jeb and Carly.
Even today with us.
Even today.